November of 2020, and I get a call from my mom saying that my dad's not waking up. Turns out he had a heart attack. He's fine now. But when they rushed him to the emergency room, a CT scan showed just massive blockages in his arteries. Ironically, this was about a year in where I'd been working with the Stanford cardiology group to build an algorithm to detect exactly just that, blockages in the arteries. It's always sad when your loved one goes through shit. It's a whole different level of frustration when you have something that you've worked on that could have helped them, but it wasn't being used. That entire situation begged the question, why was that Stanford algorithm not being used in every hospital in the world? Heck, why was it not even being used at Stanford? There's a financial reason for them to use them. There's a clinical reason for them to use them, yet it was not being used. Look, on a high level, I knew what the steps were. It's like, okay, you need to get your algorithm tested on data from multiple hospitals. You need FDA clearance. You need to go and sell them. But that's like saying, like, I know how to get to the moon, like build Apollo 11, get on top of it and press start. The really frustrating part was, where do you even get started? And that's what Bunkerhill is trying to solve. Bunkerhill is a two-part company. The first part is a consortium of academic medical centers. Think of it as a legal bubble. The researchers at these institutions work with each other to build algorithms, validate each other's algorithms, and the output of the consortium are algorithms that are really well validated and are ready for primetime use. That's when they're sent to the second part of the company that files for FDA clearance and then goes and commercializes them for paid use. Let's delve a little bit deeper. When an AI researcher at an academic hospital or just a developer has an idea for an algorithm, they approach Bunkerhill. We then connect them with other hospitals in the consortium that might be interested in helping them further improve the algorithm's performance. And those hospitals get to use the algorithm for free in perpetuity. Similarly, we then connect them with hospitals in our consortium that might be interested in validating the algorithm. And those hospitals also get to use that algorithm for free. We take that data from the validation study, file for FDA clearance, and then sell it to all other hospitals. The revenue that we obtain from commercialization is then split between Bunkerhill, the researcher, as well as with hospitals that contributed training data. It's a win-win-win for everyone. This consortium today has some of the finest institutions in America. It has over 22 academic medical centers that are building over thousands of algorithms. There are 27 that are in the pipeline. Here's a subset of them. And we are selling these algorithms. We have sold commercial deals to some of the biggest health systems in the country, number 1, number 2, and number 3, as well as some of the best health systems in the country, like Cleveland Clinic and Mayo Clinic. All commercial deals. And we are backed by some of the best venture capitalists on the planet, with Alfred Lin from Sequoia leading our round, and we still have quite a bit of that left. We're hiring across the spectrum here. We are hiring for engineering roles such as machine learning engineers to help us build a foundation model for healthcare and then have it be available to researchers. We are hiring on the consortium side, on sort of business development and more project management, on the distribution side, on sales, as well as on the marketing side. Come find me afterwards. I'll be by the snacks. Thanks.